spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Driven all the stars in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like...
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Thompson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Slow. Good job, D. Good job. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That's pulled in at the 32. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
258.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run it here with Thompson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Notice 50. Hey, you block over
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go. 58. And green 18. That's fine now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
That's fine. Yeah. Green 18. Right. Hey, where are you going? Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Green 18.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A give to Jones, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The give is to Jones, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Green 18! Green
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Mike. 158.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Thompson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Inside. That's fine, yeah.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go, come on. Hey, Mike. Wide left.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one. This is caught inside the 15. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a give to Jones running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, it's Lindsey, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Hey, let's go, come on. Hey, 50. We got three, fellas, we got three. Here we go. 58. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle there by Eli Harold. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting